So, I would like to ask you a question. How many of you are against organ donation? Please raise your hands. Just one, okay, then. How many of you would agree to become an organ donor? Good, okay. Then, today in my speech, I will try to persuade you to become an organ donor. So, according to the Donate Life, in the USA in 2012, 115,000 people needed to have organ transplants. However, only 28,000 of those people were able to receive them. So, this data implies that only 25% of Americans were able to replace their damaged organs. Whereas in Kazakhstan, this number is as follows. According to the healthrights.kz, in 2012, 5,000 Kazakhstani citizens needed to undergo transplantation operation. However, only 90 of such operations were performed. So, this data shows that only 2% of Kazakhstani citizens were able to receive new organs, whereas remaining 98% are still waiting or have already died. As you know, in 2012, first heart transplantation operation was made in Cardiac Research Center here in Astana, and it was a huge event for the whole Kazakhstan. And the importance of this surgery was that first time in the whole history of the independent Kazakhstan, cadaveric organ donation was performed. Probably you're asking yourself, what does cadaveric mean? So, according to the medical dictionary, cadaveric organ donation is transplantation of organ after its owner's death. Now, another question arises. Why? Why only one person agreed to become an organ donor? Why there's so many people who can't find organ donors here in Kazakhstan? So I made a little research and found out that this issue is due to the religious views of people and some misconceptions that arise among people. According to Islam, and particularly in Quran, it's written that saving one person's life equal to saving the whole mankind. If you will become an organ donor, you won't just save one life, you will be able to save many of those lives. In Holy Bible, there is a verse that says, love your neighbor as yourself. And also, there is another one which says, in which we'll neither have nor need our earthly bodies, former things will pass away, all things will be made new. So it says that anyways, we won't need our body in the afterlife. So, if you're Muslims or Christians, you should know that your religion do not oppose organ donation. Now, let's consider some misconceptions. The first one, and the most popular, is that people think that if they will agree to become an organ donors, and if some accident would happen to them, then the hospital staff won't work as hard to save their lives. However, it's not true. First of all, you should know that emergency department and department of organ transplantation, they work separately. They're not interrelated. Moreover, according to Criminal Code of the Republic of Kazakhstan, negligence of doctors that led to the death of patients will be punished by deprivation of freedom for a period from 5 to 10 years. The second misconception is that people think they are too old to become an organ donor. However, according to the World Health Organization, you can become a donor at any age. So that's not a limitation. The third and the last misconception is that people think that their family will be charged if they will donate their organs. However, you should know that all the expenses will be covered by the family of the receiver or organ receiver, or as it is done in Kazakhstan, by government. So you won't pay anything, or your family won't pay. One organ donor can save 8 lives. Please remember about those 98% of people who need to replace their organs. So let's help those people and become an organ donors. Thank you.